The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment.
Initiating launch sequence.
Liftoff will start in T-minus 10 seconds.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
We have ignition.
It's time for Hampton Talbots Athletics on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. Now let's head to Hampton High School for all the action. Welcome to the Hampton Talbots pregame show. We prepared you for tonight's action on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. The Hampton Talbots pregame show.
And welcome back to the Hampton Talbots pregame show here on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. We are now joined by Gavin Mayer, head coach, and you may know him from the host of the Talbot Talk. Gavin, welcome to the program. Is it weird now that you're the one being interviewed and I'm the one interviewing you now?
It's very odd.
Yeah, it has not happened at all. Okay, so tonight is your game against Indiana. It feels like the annual game against Indiana. The team's coming in at 2-4. They're 3-3. They're a game up on you in conference play. But this is a good opportunity for the team now to put an end to their 3-game losing streak now. What has so far impressed you about the team so far? I know the team's been in a little bit of a down slump, but what's impressed you so far now that we're 6 games into the season?
You know, coming into the season, I truthfully didn't think we were going to be as good as last year. But this team in particular, there's a bonding sense of these players that I haven't seen before. Maybe except whenever my brother played 3 years ago, whenever I played 6 years ago. They're very close-knit. Every single one, from the seniors to the juniors to the sophomores to the freshmen. I even heard from Jack Halley one of our top receivers, DBs. He told me the other day that they have a group chat with not just the seniors or the seniors and juniors, but everyone, the freshmen through the seniors. So I think that's what's impressed me, is how no matter how many losses they pile up or whatever type of adversity they're going through, that they still stay as close as they are. They're not breaking those bonds.
Right. And going back to your senior year, if you remember, your theme from that year, if I remember correctly, was Band of Brothers.
Yes.
If I remember that correctly. And that's what they really are. And it's great to see that the team has bonded so closely together, even though they've gone through a tough stretch right now. But focusing on tonight's game, Indiana's coming to town. They've won 3 in a row. You guys have lost 3 in a row. But this is a good opportunity to get back into the playoff race, to make sure you guys keep climbing the standings. You don't fall too far down the ladder. So what are you looking forward in tonight's game against Indiana?
I just want to see our players compete. The past couple games were tough. We just got off the bus from McKeesport, and we all know how they play. They're a tough physical group, but I want to see us be just as tough, if not more physical, tonight than we ever have been. This is a great game to bounce back and show who we truly are.
Right. Now I want to talk about some of the players. Let's start with Heath Bargo. He leads the team right now with 3 catching touchdowns right now as a tight end. Obviously, not having Willie Hazerig has put a little bit of more emphasis on using those tight ends like Bargo, like Ryan Scully. So Heath Bargo, like I said, he leads the team with 3 touchdowns right now, and he had that really impressive game-winning touchdown catch against Shaler a couple weeks ago. What's impressed you about him so far this season?
Heath Bargo just puts his head down and works. He doesn't complain. He doesn't do this or that. He doesn't get caught up in any of the extracurricular activities, man. He loves to work. He loves to show up to practice and just get in as many reps as he possibly can. I expect a pretty big game from him tonight.
Let's talk about the other tight end. That's Ryan Scully. People may not realize this is, his first year playing football? Or second year?
Yeah, it's his second year.
Yeah, and he's still really new to this game. He's still kind of learning this game so far, but yet he's really made himself known on the team. He's a lacrosse player, I think, first and foremost. Baseball player.
Yes, correct.
Baseball player. But he's still really, learning this game. So what's impressed you about how he's sort of handled this coming onto the team and learning this new game, this game that's such a faster pace than what he's used to?
Yeah, Ryan Scully is a good kid, plain and simple. He has a really good heart, and if you got a good heart, then you could probably identify some other key characteristics like competitiveness and drive and just the will to play. Any sport, I guarantee if he would have went to go play lacrosse, he'd be a top athlete as well, just because he's just one of those guys that no matter what he's going to do, he's going to give it his all. It doesn't matter, and he has a will to learn. He wants to learn, and yes, he's a raw talent. This is his second year only playing football, and man, it leaps and bounds to what he once was. And he has a bright future ahead of him.
You mentioned Jack Howley. He's got 3 interceptions to lead the team, and he had 1 in the last home game against Char Valley. So far, his defensive mindset has been really, really key so far, and the defense has played really well with the exceptions of a couple of games. But so far, Jack Howley, his defensive mindset's been really, really impressive. What are your thoughts on how he's played defensively?
Yeah, Jack struggled a little bit last year in the defensive game, and to see him really step up and be a leader this year, it's very good to see. I'm proud of his work. He just needs to keep pushing through. I expect a big game from him tonight.
Right. So Hampton and Indiana face off tonight. Seems like they play every single year because they do. They took a little bit of a hiatus when we were here in 16 through 19, 20, whenever that was. But anyway, Gavin, thank you so much for joining me here on this program. When we come back, we're going to be recapping some of the scores and highlights from around the league from last week and this week, followed by kickoff. It's the Hampton Talbots and the Indiana Indians. It's coming up next right here on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network.
Initiating.
On the Hampton Talbots.
Homecoming game for Hampton High School as they welcome the Indiana Indians in this 4A Greater Allegheny Conference game as the Hampton Talbots come into this game 4-2 as the Indians come in 3-3. The Talbots, 2-4. The Talbots are coming off a loss of 46-7 to McKeesport last week as they look to rebound here in this this homecoming game, I should say. The band is taking the field here as we are about to get set here from Fridley Field. Welcome to the pregame show, everyone, here from Fridley Field. The Talbots are looking for a win, and they need one desperately here as they are 3 games behind the leader Mars and a game behind these Indiana Indians. They are really going to need a win here tonight as the Talbots host the Indiana Indians for the 5th consecutive year in a row. These two teams, they meet pretty much consecutively, do these two schools. So it's going to be a very important game for both of these teams. Let's start with Indiana. Indiana really has had a tough time finding wins. However, they have been able to find 3 straight wins after losing their first 3 games here, and they come into Hampton on a roll. Like I said, they're on a 3-game winning streak. They're coming off a 14-7 win over the Knock Knights a week ago, and they look to continue their winning streak here at Hampton tonight. The Indians started their season with 3 straight road games and had 3 straight home games. Now 3 of their last final 4 games will be on the road, and it starts here tonight at Hampton. Next week they'll be at West Mifflin. Well, last week we said at Knock, Tyler Nelson, he had a 12-yard touchdown pass from Jason Strack, and then Jason Strack had another touchdown run of 13 yards as well. Jace Brocious, he is the featured fullback for the Indians. He is going to look to have a big game. He had a 60-yard touchdown pass from Jason Strack last week against Knock. And 2 weeks ago, he had a 70-yard kickoff return against Derry. And also in that game, Roman Jones had 3 touchdowns of 6, 38, and 33 yards, which would basically be the deciding factor for the Indians in that contest. Meanwhile, on the other side of things for the Talbots, Hampton has lost 3 games in a row. They really need to find a way to win a few games here as the band takes the field, and we'll see what they have in store here tonight. All right, coming up next, we are going to hear from Heath Bargo and Willie Hazerig from a couple weeks ago, in their interview where Gavin Mayer sat down with them. And that's coming up next right here on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network, and it's all presented by the Hampton Talbots Athletic Department.
Hello, and welcome to the Talbot Talk Podcast, a program brought to you by the Hampton Talbot Athletics Department, co-produced by fellow alumni Greg Hillman. On the Talbot Talk Podcast, we look to gain insight into the lives of our Hampton community involved within athletics. I'm your host, Gavin Mayer, acting athletic department administrator and varsity football coach. Joining us today are a couple of our top dogs, the Hampton Talbot varsity football team. Both playing wide receiver, DB, and maybe a little quarterback this upcoming game for the both of you. Anyways, welcome Heath and Willie. Pleasure to have you on.
Happy to be here. Thank you for having me.
Appreciate you guys allocating some time to conduct this interview. The local community has been anticipating this episode. Now, let's start with some warm-up identity questions, shall we? For someone meeting you on a Friday night, each give 3 words that describe your game. Willie, go ahead.
Calm, collective, and intrigued. Calm, outgoing, and funny.
Now, what's one goal you set for yourself this season? Stat and or impact, and why? Willie, go ahead.
Last year I got hurt during my junior year, so I really just want to get the team up and going, make the playoffs, and try to get at least 750 yards for myself. Last year I didn't play as much offense as I did. I didn't play both sides of the ball, so this year I want to help the team on both sides of the ball, offense and defense.
Willie, why 750 yards? Why so specific?
It's not really a number. 1,000 yards is a really hard thing for a high schooler to get in only 10 games. I feel like that's a good amount of number for college coaches to start looking at you.
Yeah, it's good to have your goals. 100% agree. Now, with that said, Willie, go ahead and provide me your favorite memory from your years playing Hampton football this far and why. You know, this could be Little League, middle school, your time playing high school.
My favorite memory is me and my brother, and I was a freshman, and he was a senior, and during the Montour playoff game, I got to return kicks with him. So that was pretty special to me and my family.
Last regular season game of my freshman year, my brother and I got to return a kickoff together.
It's pretty funny you guys mention your brothers considering what I got for you in my next question. So I'll just say it right now. I said you two hold something very similar in common. Both had an older brother go through this football program and experience everything tenfold while you both were able to sit back and learn. Tell me, how big of an influence were your older brothers? Give them a shout out and talk a little bit about them. Go ahead, Willie.
My brother Benny was a pretty big mentor for me just because how he represented himself and how the community and people looked at him. I remember after the Montour game, the Montour fans were was asking where he was going and all that. That's rare for an opposing team to do that. So I don't know. I just tried to carry on the legacy as best as I can.
Yes, sir.
My brother was always bigger than me, and he would always just run people over in HCFA, and just watching him his sophomore year, as a sophomore, just run people over and have 3 consecutive 1,000-yard rushing seasons.
I agree. Having a brother by your side playing football is definitely a blessing I had. My brother, shout out to Joey Mayer. I played with him as well. Now, I'm a big believer in the phrase, iron sharpens iron. Having an older brother definitely supports this claim. So explain how the two of you benefit from each other's skill set and practice. Willie?
We do defensive endy, and we do a lot of wide receiver on DB work, and me and Heath always want to go together, and I think we're one of our best players, so I feel that just helps us get better every day.
Yeah, it doesn't matter who wins one day or who wins another day. We're always fighting after each other. Someone will go 0-3, and we'll still just fight at practice, just go at each other.
Right, iron sharpens iron, exactly right. Now, as both you heavy contributors to the Hampton Talbot football team, how do you manage your energy as frequent two-way contributors? Any recovery habits you two possess that you believe make a sizable difference? Willie?
I go in the hot tub a lot. I feel that helps your muscles be more relaxed and not as tight the next day.
Honestly, I'm the same. Rehab is a big factor. Just doing things consecutively just helps a lot.
Now, similarly, what off-field habits actually show up on tape? I.e. nutrition, mobility, time management, etc.
The day of a game, I really try not to eat anything fatty or that would slow me down. So I try to eat pretty well. I listen to my mom, which a lot of people should do because she knows best and she tells me what to eat.
Yeah, throughout the week, I try to eat as best as I can. Eat breakfast, eat lunch, eat dinner, and have a couple snacks in between.
Now, outside of football, what are you each most proud of right now? What does representing Hampton and the Talbots mean to each of you? Go ahead, Willie.
Outside of football, I really think academics is a big thing in Hampton. So I try to do as best as I can in the classroom. I feel a lot of people should do that too and move more focused because you are a student athlete and student comes first.
Yeah, same as Willie said, just keeping your grades up, making sure you're eligible. But also, if you play 2 different sports, just do what you want to do. And
students of the game. I love it. Finally, what are your plans after graduation? What lessons would you take from Hampton Athletics that you'll carry forward? Willie?
My plan is to go to a college. I don't know for football yet. If the opportunity comes, I will.
I want to go to college for lacrosse and maybe even football.
Thanks, guys. That's really all I got for you. Hampton Athletics is in good hands, from what I hear. Now, on a lighter note, to finish this interview, we like to do this. I'm going to list a series of rapid-fire questions you must answer in one word or phrase. Ready? What's a better feeling, scoring a touchdown or breaking up a touchdown?
I think scoring a touchdown, that's just biased because I play a lot of receiver.
Definitely scoring a touchdown.
I'd agree. I think that's a silly question. Favorite route to run and least favorite?
My least favorite is a stick, and my favorite is a go ball.
My favorite is a post, and my least is definitely a arrow.
Glove brands you swear by?
Nike.
Song that flips the switch pregame?
First Week Out by J. Breezy.
Superstar.
Post-game snack or meal you can't live without?
I like Taco Bell after a game.
Taco Bell. Me and Willie actually met each other at Taco Bell. Didn't even know we were both going.
All right, last question. Who wins a best of 3, 1v1 today between you two?
I think I do. Ask Heath about 2 days ago. He was 0-3. I was 3-0.
Yeah, but the day before that, I was 3-0, so I think it's me all the way.
Willie, Heath, thank you very much for your time and good luck the remainder of this school year and season. Once again.
Thank you, Coach.
Of course. I'm your host, Gavin Mayer. Until next time on Talbot Talk.
Hampton fans, feel your game night with Pasquale's Pizzeria. We have been honored to serve the Hampton community with 2 convenient locations for over 23 years. Ordering is quick and easy at orderpasquales.com. That's orderpasquales.com. Pasquale's Pizzeria, fast, fresh, hot to your door. We love supporting Hampton athletics and are proud to call this community our home as we cheer on the Talbots to victory. Let's go Hampton. Since 2006, Resnick Roofing has offered the best products, the best installation, and the best warranty in roofing, siding, and roof integrated solar systems to the greater Pittsburgh area. Whether you need a roof replacement, new siding, or are looking to go solar, contact Resnick Roofing and Contracting for a free estimate at 412-212-7663 or visit our website at www.resnickroof.com. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network on the Hampton Athletics Department YouTube channel.
The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment.
Hampton fans, feel your game night with Pasquale's Pizzeria. We have been honored to serve the Hampton community with 2 convenient locations for over 23 years. Ordering is quick and easy at orderpasquales.com. That's orderpasquales.com. Pasquale's Pizzeria, fast, fresh, hot to your door. We love supporting Hampton athletics and are proud to call this community our home as we cheer on the Talbots to victory. Let's go Hampton. Since 2006, Resnick Roofing has offered the best products, the best installation, and the best warranty in roofing, siding, and roof integrated solar systems to the greater Pittsburgh area. Whether you need a roof replacement, new siding, or looking to go solar, contact Resnick Roofing and Contracting for a free estimate at 412-212-7663 or visit our website at www.resnickroof.com. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network on the Hampton Athletics Department YouTube channel.
The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment.
Homecoming weekend at Hampton High School as the 2-4 Hampton Talbots welcome the 3-3 Indiana Indians in this critical 4A Greater Allegheny Conference matchup as the Hampton Talbots take the field. Welcome to Fridley Field, everyone. Happy to have you aboard for this 4A Greater Allegheny Conference matchup as both of these teams will be searching for a very, very critical win here tonight. It is homecoming weekend. The Hall of Fame ceremony just happened on the field. Everyone is juiced up and ready to go here for kickoff tonight between the Hampton Talbots and the Indiana Indians. This is the 5th straight year that these teams have met. They've met every year since 2020. And actually, they met every year going back to 2004 to 2015, back when these two schools met in the 4A conference, and then Hampton got bumped up to 5A. Indiana stayed down in 4A, but now Hampton is back in 4A, and these two teams are meeting consecutively every year since 2020. As we get set here for kickoff this afternoon, or tonight rather, it is a beautiful night here as the days get shorter, the road gets narrower, as both these teams will be looking to clinch a spot in the 4A playoffs, a very, very crowded 4A playoffs, a lot of very, very good teams in the 4A class. Hampton saw one of them last week in McKeesport. Hampton's coming off a 46-7 loss to McKeesport, and they are going to be without one of their very key players, maybe their best player on the team, and that is Willie Hazelrig. He is dealing with that knee injury that he suffered 2 weeks ago against Char Valley. He'll be missing his second consecutive game rather. So Willie Hazelrig is not in the lineup tonight. We saw him warming up down on the field, thought he might be able to go. He will not be playing tonight. So Hampton will be without Willie Hazelrig tonight. So they'll be looking to some of their other key players as well, starting with their quarterback, Andrew Reshoff. Again, remember, he was injured as well. Says he feels good, he's ready to go, and he wants to win and compete. Hampton Talbots football and the Hampton Talbots Sports Network is brought to you by Williams Legal Insurance, Jack's Tree Service, Tequila Jalisco, Miller & Miller, Attorneys at Law, Baird, Nigro Ankle and Foot Care, Hampton Junior Football, Allegheny General Hospital, Resnick Roofing, Burke & Bradley, First National Bank, and by Allegheny Health Network. Well, we are set to go here from Fridley Field. The Talbots will be receiving the kickoff. It is going to be Justin John who's going to be kicking off from left to right. So Hampton's going to be starting off with the ball, and he runs up to that ball, right-footed kick, and it's going to be a swivel kick, and it's going to come all the way down to the far sideline and taking that ball will be Jake Kennedy. He's going to get brought down past the 40, mark him around the 42-yard line, and we got a flag here right off the bat, right off the opening kickoff. There is a flag here. We're going to check to see who that is against. Hampton's already going to have good field position. We'll see about the flag. And it's a holding on Hampton. So that's going to send them all the way back to the 32-yard line. All right, so we mentioned that Andrew Reshoff is back in the lineup. He says he feels good. Remember, he had that high ankle sprain that he suffered back in week 1 against University Prep. So he's going to look to bounce back and continue to get back into full game action as the Talbots will set up at their 32-yard line. Ball placed at the far right hash mark. They're moving from right to left. Reshoff in the gun. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He's going to send a man in motion. He's going to hand it off to Heath Bargo. He's going to come to the near side to the 30, outside the numbers to the 35, the 40, breaks 3 to the 50, and he gets tackled near at that near sideline, near the 45-yard line. So a great start here for the Talbots. Already in Indiana field position here. They're going to mark him at that 44-yard line. So a great run here from Heath Bargo to open the game. So a 1st and 10 now. The ball placed at the near right hash mark at the 44-yard line of Indiana. Great start here for Hampton, just underway. 11:25 to go, first quarter, no score. Reshoff in the gun. He's got McEnany to his left. He's got a receiver out to his right and 1 to his left. He's going to send Jack Halley in motion. He's going to hand off to Jack Halley. Runs to the far sideline, past the 40, trying to get to the 45, and that's exactly where he's going to get tackled. The 35, I should say. So a pickup of 9 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 for Hampton. They're moving the ball well, something the offense hasn't done particularly well over these last couple of weeks. As Reshoff gets instructions from head coach Steve Sholo in his 3rd season. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. He's got a receiver out to his left and 1 to his right. He's going to send Bargo again in motion. He's going to hand off to McEnany off the right guard. Makes a nice move past the 30, the 25, down the far sideline, the 20, the 15. And he gets buried outside the numbers on that far sideline by Trevon Joseph on the play. Nonetheless, a very good run by McEnany, dancing through the defense, and already Hampton well into the red zone here of Indiana. Looks like they're actually going to say he stepped out of bounds at the 19, so it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 19-yard line. Ball placed far hash mark. 11:15 to go. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. A receiver to his left. He's going to send Bargo in motion. Pitch it to him in the backfield. He's going to come to the near sideline to the 20, the 15, trying to break past a few defenders, and he's going to get all the way to about the 14-yard line. He's going to be pick up a 5. 2nd down and 5 coming up. So good movement, ball movement here by Hampton. Again, they haven't moved the ball particularly well over the last couple of weeks, and they're trying to get the running game back going again. We'll see what they have in store here tonight. Reshoff in the gun. Bargo to his right. Jack Halley to his left is the wideout. McEnany in the backfield. He's going to hand off to McEnany. He's going to run up the gut, trying to get to the 10, and he's going to get tackled right around that 10-yard line. He's going to be very close to that 1st down marker. It's going to be 3rd down and 1. 9:13 to go, no score. Hampton moving from right to left. They're at the 10-yard line. 3rd down and 1. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his right. Halley and Bargo are to the wideouts. Halley to the left, Bargo to the right. Halley in motion from left to right. He's going to get the handoff. He's going to try and find the edge. Cuts up the middle to the 5, trying to pile his way to the end zone. Touchdown, Jack Halley. What a start for the Talbots on homecoming weekend. Well, head coach Steve Sholo said he wanted to be more aggressive with the play calling. You can see right there, very aggressive on the opening possession. And it's going to be Jake Lucas who's going to be trying the extra point after here. No, they're going to fake it, and it's a pass from Jack Halley to Ryan Scully to his right. And Ryan Scully breaking through defenders and scoring the 2-point conversion. And Hampton leads 8-0 here early in the first quarter. Well, Hampton lines up in this sort of funky looking formation when they do the extra points, and it's to trick the opponent to think more if they're actually going to kick the extra point. They sort of line a lot of their offensive linemen to the left and to the right, and then the opposition has to guess, are they going to actually kick it or are they not? So good job by head coach Steve Scholo to keep the Indians on their heels a little bit. And the Indians are going to get the ball here as Jake Lucas will be kicking from the 40-yard line. Ball placed in the middle of the field. He'll be kicking from right to left. Jace Brocious and Roman Jones back to receive the kickoff. 8-0 Hampton here, 8:52 to go, opening frame. Lucas runs up to the ball. He kicks it. It's going to be a little squibble to himself, and he's going to be taken by Charles Spells, and he's going to try and get to the 36. They're going to mark him at the 35, rather. Or excuse me, that was Ben Stevens, rather, on the kickoff return. And it looks like they're actually going to give him a few extra yards, and they're going to put him at the 30. Oh, no, they aren't. The chain gang over to the far sideline thought it may have been a little bit further than it was. Anyway, 1st and 10 for the Indians at the 35-yard line. They're moving from left to right. Jason Strack coming off a 2-touchdown performance game last week against Mock. He's under center, gets the snap. He's going to keep it. He's going to run to the near sideline, and he's going to get about 6 yards on the play. And they're going to mark him at the 37-yard line. Okay, so they'll give him 7 yards on the play. It will be 2nd down and 4. From the 42-yard line, or 2nd and 4, 8:20 to go, 8-0 our score, Hampton in the lead. Strack gets instructions from his head coach, Mark Zelenskis. Strack is under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He's going to get the snap. He's going to hand off to the far sideline. That's going to be Jacob Snyder trying to get to past the 45, past the first down markers, and he will. He's close to midfield, and they're going to mark him at the 49-yard line. So pickup of 7 on the play. It will be 1st and 10 from the 49-yard line. 7:43 to go here. 8-0 our score in the first quarter. Indians moving from left to right to open this quarter. Strack under center. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. On a 1st and 10, he's going to send a man in motion. They're going to pitch it to Roman Jones on the near side, past the 50, the 45, jumps over a man, past the 40, outside the numbers, and he's going to get shoved out of bounds by Andrew Carr on the near sideline. And they're going to mark him at the 39-yard line. So a pickup of 12 on the play, approaching 7 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. 8-0 the score, Hampton leads. First possession for the Indians. They are on a 3-game winning streak, a 21-14 win over the Knock Knights a week ago. Knock will be here at Fridley Field next week. Strack will go back under center. He's got 2 receivers to his right and left. In the backfield is Kevin Liu, and he's going to hand off to Liu. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to only pick up a couple on the play as he gets driven backwards. Forward progress will take him to about the 36, 37-yard line. We'll see where they mark him officially. They're going to mark him at the 38-yard line, so only a pickup of 1 on the play. 6:15 to go, 2nd and 9. Ball placed at the 38-yard line on the near hash mark. Jason Strack under center. Liu in the backfield. 2 receivers to his right, 2 to his left. Jones on the left side. Strack under center. He gets the snap, drops back to pass, throws to the near sideline. It's caught to Trayvon Joseph, and he's going to get rustled out of bounds on the near sideline by Andrew Carr to the 29-yard line, and that will be a 3rd down and 3, pickup of 6 on the play. Got to get to the 29-yard line for the first down. Be 3rd and 2 officially. Approaching 5.5 to go, opening quarter. 8-0 the score here. Hampton leads. Hampton needs this win desperately if they want to get back in the playoff race in a very crowded 4A conference. Strack under center. He gets the snap. He's going to hand it off to the far sideline. That's Joseph trying to get an edge outside the numbers to the near the 35-yard line. He picked up the first down on the play, and they will mark him right around the 35, 34. We do have a flag on the play. It's thrown on the near sideline right around the 36-yard line. Clock stopped at 5:10. And that foul is going to be on the Indiana Indians. Inside 5 minutes to go now here in this opening quarter. 8-0 Hampton leads after an opening drive touchdown by Jack Halley. Strack under center, Lou in the backfield. 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. He gets the snap, drops back to pass, looks to his left. He's going to throw down the field, and it is intercepted! Guess who? Jack Halley with his team leading 4th interception. And Jack Halley turns the ball over for the Talbots. And we've been talking about him all throughout this week. Coach Mayer brought him up in our pregame show, and Jack Halley with his 4th interception already on the season. 4:32 to go. Hampton will take over with Reshoff in the gun. The ball is placed at the 13-yard line, 1st and 10. McEnany to his left. He's going to send Bargo in motion. He's going to hand off to him on the near sideline. Bargo spins, trying to get past the 15 near the 16-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of about 3 yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down coming up here. What a play by Jack Halley. He jumped in front of the defender. Great read on the play. So he turns the ball over. Hampton gets it back with approaching 4 minutes to go here in this opening quarter. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his right. Two receivers to his left, 1 to his right. He gets the snap. Hand off to McEnany. Off the left tackle, near side, outside the numbers. Gets tripped up at about the 18, 19-yard line. So it's going to be another pickup of a couple. It's going to be 3rd down now for Hampton after the Jack Halley turnover. That's his 4th on the season. Third down and 4. Ball placed at the 19-yard line. Inside 3.5 to go. Hampton leads 8-0. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his right. 2 receivers to his left. He's got an extra blocker in the backfield. Hand off to McEnany, trying to find a crease near the 20, trying to break free at tackle. And he's not going to get the first down. They're going to mark him about the 21-yard line. It's going to be 4th down and 2. So what do you do here? And head coach Steve Sholo is going to send out the punting unit. So Jake Lucas is going to punt the ball away, and it's going to be Jace Barocious, who had a 70-yard kickoff return 2 weeks ago against Derry, and he also got a 60-yard touchdown pass from Jason Strack last week in the 21-14 win for the Indians over Knock. And looks like they're going to fake it. Lucas throws the near sideline, and it is caught. It is caught by Jack Halley. They faked the punt, and Jack Halley came to the near sideline, toe-tapped it, and it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for the Talbots. Head coach Steve Sholo has all kinds of tricks up his sleeve here in the early going. So they pull off the fake punt. And it's going to be a fresh set of downs for the Talbots. 1st and 10 from the 29-yard line. Reshoff in the gun. Hand off to McEnany. He's going to come to the near sideline outside the numbers, trying to break a defender. Gets past one, past the 40, and he's going to get brought down around the 42, 43-yard line. And it's going to be a 1st down and 10 for Hampton. So good moving of the sticks here for Hampton in the early going. 1:45 to go, 8-0 the score here. They're going to mark him at the 43-yard line. 1st and 10. Ball placed near hash mark. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the right. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his right. He gets the snap. He's going to hand off to McEnany, trying to go off the right, or the left guard rather, and he's going to get swallowed up in the backfield. Good pursuit by the Indians on that play. And he's going to lose a couple of yards on the play. He's going to get brought back to the 41. It's going to be 2nd down and 12 for Hampton. 1:13 to go, 1st quarter. They lead 8-0. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Gets the snap. The pitch to McEnany on the near sideline, outside the numbers. He's going to get past the 45, and they're going to mark him right around. We'll see where they mark him. They're going to mark him at that 42-yard line, it looks like. So inside a minute to go here, 1st quarter. 8-0 to score here from Fridley Field on homecoming weekend. There's about a 9-second difference between the game clock and the snap clock. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Indians show 4. Gets the snap, throws to his right, and it's going to be off the fingertips of Heath Bargo, and that throw was a little bit too high for Heath Bargo. Reshoff let that one loose, and it's going to be 4th down and 6. Hampton is kind of in no man's land right now. The ball is placed at the 47-yard line of Indiana. 21 seconds to go here in this opening quarter. And they're going to see if they can run a play here. Reshoff in the gun, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. McEnany in the backfield to his right. Reshoff to throw over the middle. He's got Scully past the 45 to 40, and taking defenders with him is Ryan Scully, and he's going to get tackled at the 35-yard line. A pickup of 12 on the play, and what should be the final play of this 1st quarter. Well, after an opening drive touchdown from Jack Halley, and then the interception by Jack Halley, it's the Talbots 8 and the Indians nothing. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network, presented by the Hampton Talbots Athletic Department. Hampton fans, feel your game night with Pasquale's Pizzeria. We have been honored to serve the Hampton community with 2 convenient locations for over 23 years. Ordering is quick and easy at orderpasquales.com. That's orderpasquales.com. Pasquale's Pizzeria, fast, fresh, hot to your door. We love supporting Hampton athletics and are proud to call this community our home as we cheer on the Talbots to victory. Let's go Hampton. Since 2006, Resnick Roofing has offered the best products, the best installation, and the best warranty in roofing, siding, and roof integrated solar systems to the greater Pittsburgh area. Whether you need a roof replacement, new siding, or are looking to go solar, contact Resnick Roofing and Contracting for a free estimate at 41. 1st and 10 for Hampton now to start the 2nd quarter. They pitch out to the near sideline. That's McEnany trying to get past the 40, and he's going to get brought down. He might actually have lost a couple of yards on the play. It'll be 2nd down here after the 1st and 10. He did lose a yard. It's going to be 2nd and 11. 8-0 our score here as we start the 2nd quarter. Hampton has moved the ball well against the Indians so far. 2nd and 11. Reshoff in the gun. 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He gets the snap. He's going to hand off to Kennedy. Kennedy's going to come to the near sideline, trying to get past the 35, and he got decked again on the near sideline by Trayvon Joseph, who's having himself a pretty good defensive game so far here in the early going. Approaching 11 minutes to go here in the 2nd quarter. 8-0 our score here from Fridley Field. Hampton leads, trying to get a win. They're 0-1 in conference play, coming off a 46-7 loss to McKeesport last week. Reshoff will go in the gun. He's got McEnany to his left, 2 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Bargo is all the way on the far sideline. Ball placed on the near right hash mark. Talbot's moving from left to right. Reshoff gets his snap. He's going to fire over the middle. He's got Scully past the 25. And it's going to be first down and 10 for Hampton. They're going to mark him about the 23-yard line, 22-yard line rather. And it's first down and 10. Good throw by Reshoff. Better catch by Scully. He had to reach out and extend his arms and almost did a half somersault, if you will. First and 10 now from the 22-yard line. Reshoff in the gun. Ball placed near right hash mark. McEnany to his left. Gets the snap. Hand off to McEnany. He's going to run it to the outside, trying to get a block. He does. Finds a crease. Taking defenders with him. Inside the 10. Near the 5-yard line. What a run by Evan McEnany. And they're going to mark him at the 7-yard line, 6-yard line. 9:45 to go here, opening half, second quarter. 8-0 the score here. Hampton leads. They had an opening drive touchdown followed by an interception and a fake punt. Jack Howley has been doing it all. He had the touchdown, the throw for the 2-point conversion, the interception, and the fake punt catch. Reshoff in the gun, Kennedy to his left. He's going to hand off to Kennedy in a delayed handoff. He's going to run to the outside and get to the pylon for the touchdown. Jake Kennedy, his first touchdown of the season, and Hampton has a 14-0 lead here early in this one. So here we go again. We'll see what the Talbots do. They faked the extra point the last time. Jake Lucas is the kicker. Howley the holder. A lot of players bunch up to the left. They're going to kick it. Everyone comes back to midfield, or the center of the field, rather. Good snap, good hold, the kick, and it is no good. And that is the first missed extra point of the season for Jake Lucas. So the score remains 14-0 here with 9:17 to go in the second quarter. So we have 2 touchdown drives for Hampton on 2 possessions. Remember, they faked a punt here in that first quarter. But it's good to see Hampton continuing to move the ball well. They're up 14-0 here in this one early. Remember, no Willie Hazelrig tonight. So a lot of players like Jack Howley stepping up, and he now has 4 interceptions to lead the team this season. Jake Lucas will be kicking off from left to right, and he does the right-footed kick, end over end. It's going to come to that far sideline. And running with the football up to the 30 is going to be Jace Brocious. He's going to get near the 30. They're going to mark him just past it at the 32-yard line. All right, 9 minutes, 11 seconds to go. Indiana now trails 14-0. We'll see what head coach Mark Zelenskis has drawn up here, trying to get his Indians on the board. Remember, they started their season 0-3. They've won 3 straight games, including 2 thumpings against the Laurel Highlands, or a thumping rather, 48-7 against the Laurel Highlands a couple weeks ago. Strack is now under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left. That's Roman Jones, and they pitch it to Roman Jones. He's going to run to the right on the far sideline past the 40. He's going to get run out of bounds at the 41-yard line on the play. It's going to be second down. Actually, they're going to mark him out of bounds at the 39-yard line, rather. So second down and 3 coming up, 8:50 to go before the half. It is 14-0 our score here. Hampton leads. Strack under center. He had 2 throwing touchdowns last week against the Knock Knights. He's under center. He's going to send a man in motion, and running up the middle is going to be Lou, and Lou's going to get driven all the way backwards. We'll see where forward progress got him. Actually, that was Elijah Thomas, rather, and Thomas looks like he might have lost a yard on the play. It will be third down and 3, rather, from the 40-yard line. The ball is placed on the far right hash mark. So third down coming up. Third down and 3. Strack under center. 2 receivers to his left and right. Thomas in the backfield. Strack under center. Sends a man in motion. He's going to pitch it to that man. That's going to be Trevon Joseph. He's going to try and get to the edge past the 40 near the first down, and he's going to get brought down at the 34-yard line. Or excuse me, the 43 rather. It's going to be very, very close. We'll see where they mark him, and they will give him that first down at the 44-yard line to be 1st and 10 for the Indians. All right, so a good start to this drive, picking up the first down. Now, they don't want to waste a ton of clock here. They're already down 14-0 here. Remember, in high school football, quarters are only 12 minutes and not 15. Strack under center. Thomas in the backfield. 2 receivers is left and right. And he's going to fake the handoff. He's going to want to keep it himself. He will. Gets near midfield. He's going to get brought down by Andrew Carr. To the 49-yard line goes Strack on the quarterback keeper. Going to be second down and 5 after the rushing pickup of 5 yards. 6:35 to go here, 14-0 our score. We're in the second quarter. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns from Hampton. Strack is under center. Thomas in the backfield. And they're going to hand off straight to, it's going to be pitched to Jones. He's going to try to get the outside. He breaks a couple of tackles past the 45 near the 40-yard line of Hampton. It's going to be a first down no matter what. And they're going to mark him at, well, one official says the 40. Okay, that near judge has now stepped back a yard, and they're going to mark him at the 41-yard line. So 1st and 10 from the 41-yard line. Ball placed at the far right hash mark. Indians moving from right to left. 6:12 to go. 1st and 10, second quarter. Strack under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 to his right. Thomas in the backfield. Strack under center. He's been under there all night. Hampton had 4 on the line, and handoff to Thomas, and he's not going to get very far. He picked up at least 1 or 2, maybe 3 on the play. It's going to be second down and 7 coming up from the 38-yard line. Inside 6 minutes to go here before the half. Hampton has controlled possession for most of this game as Andrew Carr comes onto the field. Evan McEnany comes off. Second down and 7 from the 38-yard line. Approaching 5.5 to go before the half. Strack under center, gets the snap. He's going to keep it himself. Now he's going to pitch it to Brocious. Brocious finds a hole to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, the 15. Breaks a tackle, and he will score and get the Indians on the board. It was a great read by the quarterback and a good pitch, as Brocious was able to run for the touchdown. There was just too much space there. And now the extra point by Justin John. And the extra point is good. Kind of fluttered its way in. So Indiana did exactly what it was supposed to do. They got on the board and it is 14-7, 5:19 before the half. $5:19 to go here before the half. 14-7 our score. Hampton leads Indiana. Indiana coming a long way. They are 90 minutes from Pittsburgh. And Justin John will be kicking off. It's going to be Heath Bargo and Jack Halley to receive. And there's going to be a squib kick, and it's going to be taken near midfield, and taking the ball was Luke Klaus. Or excuse me, that was Landon Long, rather. So he takes the kickoff, and they're going to place the ball about the 33-yard line. Okay, 1st and 10 for Hampton, trying to extend their lead. They've had 2 possessions and 2 touchdowns. 5:13 to go. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany in the backfield to his left. He gets the snap. He's going to hand off to McEnany. He's going to run up the middle, and he's going to try and find a couple of yards past the 35 to the 37-yard line. Pick up a 4. 2nd down and 6 coming up for Hampton. 5 minutes to go before the half. They lead Indiana 14-7. Second down and 6. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. He's got a receiver to his right and left. Handoff again to McEnany. He's going to come to the near side off the right tackle. He's going to bust his way past the 40, near that 1st down marker, right about the 44-yard line. And they will give him that 1st down at the 43. First and 10 now here from the 44. Ball placed on the near right hash mark. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. Bargo all the way out to the left. Gets the snap. Hand off to McEnany. Comes to the near side outside the numbers. Trying to wrestle his way past the defender. That was Trevon Joseph. And he's going to get to the near sideline. And he will pick up roughly about 8 on the play. Maybe 9. They're going to give him an extra yard. So they will put him right around the 47 yard line, make it the 48-yard line. 3:45 to go before the half. Hampton leads 14-7. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. Bargo all the way out to the left. Halley to the near side. Hand off to McEnany up the middle. He's going to get past the 45, past the sticks, and they're going to mark him at the 42-yard line. So pick up a 6 on the play. It will be a fresh set of downs for Hampton as they continue to go a little bit of up-tempo here before the half. And we said Andrew Reshoff, coming off that injury, wanted to make sure that he was good to go. Remember, it was a high ankle sprain, which can affect your throwing as well. Reshoff in the gun. McEnany to his left. Receiver Bargo all the way out to the left. Jack Howley to the near sideline. Reshoff in the gun. He gets the snap. Looks to his left. He's going to throw to Bargo out onto the far sideline, past the 40, trying to wrestle his way to the 35. He's not going to get there, and he's going to get tackled right around the 37-yard line. He picked up about 5 on the play. It will be 2nd down and 5 coming up. 2:40 to go here before halftime. Reshoff comes to the near sideline to get instructions on the play call. He'll line back up in the shotgun. McEnany to his left. Bargo out to the left side. Halley to the near side. Gets the snap. Hand off to McEnany. He's going to run up the middle past the 35, and he's going to get stopped near that 1st down marker. He's going to be about a yard short, and it's going to be 3rd down and 1 coming up for Hampton. Approaching 2 minutes to go here before the half. Ball on the 33-yard line, placed on that far left hash mark. Talbots are moving from left to right. Gets the snap as Rushoff. McEnany comes to the near sideline, trying to find a crease past the 30, outside the numbers to the 25, and he's going to get run out of bounds near the red zone. I don't think he quite got there, but it's going to be a fresh set of downs for Hampton on a good run by McEnany. A pickup of 11 on the play. 1:44 to go rather here before halftime. Rushoff back to the gun. McEnany is going to walk back to the backfield. He's to the left side. Howley to the near right side. Bargo out onto the far left in the receiver position. Rushoff the snap. Handoff McEnany up the middle. And we have a whistle, and I believe we have a timeout that was called before the snap. Yes, we do. So Mark Zelinskis will call his first timeout of the half. He's got 2 remaining, 1:39 to go here before the halftime band performances. So Hampton, they've had struggles on offense the last couple of weeks. They haven't put a lot of points on the board. In fact, they only put 13 on the board against Char Valley in their last home game, and they put 7 on the board last week against McKeesport. So they've only scored 20 points in the last 2 games combined. They come into this game, they've only scored 100 points on the season, and they've given up 203 for a point differential of 103 on the season. Now keep in mind, a couple of those losses were blowouts. They lost 62-3 to Upper St. Clair a couple weeks ago, and of course last week losing 46-7 to McKeesport. Out of the timeout, Rushoff back to the gun. Jake Kennedy in the backfield to his right. Howley in the wide receiver position on the near side. Bargo to the left. Ball placed on the near right hash mark. Kennedy will now move to the left side of Rushoff. Rushoff is communicating with the offensive line. He's in the shotgun. He gets the snap, sends Howley in motion, and it's going to be a false start on Hampton. Howley moved prematurely on the motion, and it's going to set Hampton back 5 yards. They're going to put the ball at the 27-yard line. It's going to be first down and 15 for Hampton. So Hampton, for the most part, has stayed on schedule here in the early going. And that penalty will put them behind schedule for now. Kennedy back to the left side. Rushoff in the gun. Bargo in motion. He's going to move from right to left. He got the handoff, and he's going to get swallowed up in the backfield. Good pursuit by Indiana as he got swallowed up there by Tyler Nelson, along with Roman Jones and Derek Oakes on the play. So good job by Indiana on the pursuit. And it looks like he got back to the line of scrimmage, so it's going to be second down and 15, 1:15 to go here before the halftime break. Rushoff in the huddle after coming to the near sideline to get instructions. The huddle breaks. Rushoff communicating with Bargo and McEnany. Bargo will line up to the left, and he's got 2 receivers to his right. McEnany is to the right. He's in the shotgun. Bargo's going to motion over from left to right. Rushoff is going to roll to his right. He's going to throw it to the near sideline, and it's going to be incomplete as Rushoff was getting pursued heavily by Kevin Liu on the play, who came off the left edge and was hunting Rushoff down, and Rushoff had to quickly throw the ball away. With 51 seconds to go, it's going to be third down and 15. And for Hampton right now, as head coach Steve Sholo calls a timeout, for Hampton right now, if you can get at least a couple of yards back, maybe make it a 4th down and 7 or 8, you can kick a field goal, because Jake Lucas, even though he missed the extra point, he kicked a 46-yard game-winning field goal against Shaler a couple weeks ago to give the Hampton Talbots a 25-24 win over the Titans. So you have to get the ball to the 28. So you're pretty much in his range, although you would like a couple of yards back. As Jack Howley lines up in the shotgun out of the Wildcat. He's going to hand it off to the near sideline. And he handed it off to McEnany, and we get a flag on the play on that near sideline, and we'll see what the call is. So McEnany was running to the near sideline. The flag came in. We'll see if maybe it was a late hit or hands to the face potentially. Steve Sholo talking with the referees. And it's actually going to be looks like they're a face mask on Indiana. So that's going to give Hampton 15 yards, a fresh set of downs. The clock has stopped at 43 seconds. So a face mask on Indiana will put Hampton inside the red zone. We'll see where they mark it. And it's going to be 1st and 10 from the 12-yard line. Ball placed on the near right hash mark. Jack Howley is in at quarterback. We'll check on the status of Andrew Reshoff. He's going to hand off to McEnany. Comes to the near sideline, outside the numbers, near the 5-yard line. So right now, Andrew Reshoff is not in the game. We'll check on his status. Jack Howley in the shotgun. He's got McEnany to his left. He's going to hand off to McEnany, who's going to try and break free. Found a crease to the near sideline, and he scores! Andrew McEnany, what looked like a dead play, found an opening, and he scores the 3rd touchdown of the game for Hampton. That play looked like it was dead in the water. Andrew McEnany ran into a wall. And then he went to the near right sideline and scored a touchdown. Jake Lucas has missed an extra point already. We'll see if that has anything to do with the decision. They will kick the extra point. Jack Howley, the holder. Good snap, good hold, and that kick is through the uprights, and it is good. With 32 seconds to go before the half, it is the Hampton Talbots 21 and the Indiana Indians 7. All right, so Hampton now leads 21-7. They're finally finding some offense. They've put 21 points on the board, which is already more points than they've put in the previous 2 games here. A story here, Andrew Reshoff was pursued on that last drive by Kevin Liu, and he was tackled maybe awkwardly. Don't want to speculate anything. We'll see if he comes back into the game at any point here in this game. Jake Lucas to kick off. It's going to be a squib kick through the middle of the field, and it's going to be off the hands, and the ball is free. That's a live ball. Jace Brochus had trouble with it, but he was able to fall on top of it. So Brochus having trouble with the snap. A good kick by Jake Lucas. It's going to be 1st and 10 here for the Indians. Jason Strack back to work on the offense. They had a touchdown on their last drive. Under center. And he's going to hand off up the middle and trying to find a crease. And that carry was taken by Dominic Maines on the play, and there's 10 seconds to go. We'll see if Indiana wants to run another play before the half. 2 seconds, 1 second, and that will do it. So at the end of the first half, it is Hampton 21 and Indiana 7. Very lively first half here. And we'll be right back right here on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. Hampton fans, feel your game night with Pasquale's Pizzeria. We have been honored to serve the Hampton community with 2 convenient locations for over 23 years. Ordering is quick and easy at orderpasquales.com. That's orderpasquales.com. Pasquale's Pizzeria, fast, fresh, hot to your door. We love supporting Hampton athletics and are proud to call this community our home as we cheer on the Talbots to victory. Let's go Hampton. Since 2006, Resnick Roofing has offered the best products, the best installation, and the best warranty in roofing, siding, and roof integrated solar systems to the greater Pittsburgh area. Whether you need a roof replacement, new siding, or are looking to go solar, contact Resnick Roofing and Contracting for a free estimate at 412-212-7663 or visit our website at www.resnickroof.com. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network on the Hampton Athletics Department YouTube channel. It's now time for the Hampton Talbots Halftime Report. Let's head back out to Hampton High School for the Halftime Report. Well, Hampton leads 21-7 over the Indiana Indians, and a storyline to follow is Andrew Reshoff. He was hurt in that second quarter right before the half. He took kind of an awkward fall as he was rolling out to his right and took a tackle from Kevin Liu. Again, don't want to speculate it what exactly happened, but he came out and Jack Halley was taking snaps out of his shotgun in that first half, to close out that first half rather. So something to keep in mind that Hampton is now down not only their best player, but they could potentially be down their quarterback again. This would not be the first injury Reshoff has suffered here in this season. So Evan McEnany so far, he has 17 carries for 108 yards and a touchdown so far in this game. Jack Halley, he's been doing it all so far. He scored the opening touchdown for Hampton through the 2-point conversion pass, then got an interception, then caught the ball on the fake punt, and also he's the holder too. So Jack Halley has been doing it all in this game so far. So we have reached halftime here in this game. Again, it's 21-7. Our score here at halftime. All right, coming up, we're going to have a couple of interviews for you here. We're going to play Adele Cole. She is a soccer player from our Talbot Talk podcast with our host, Gavin Mayer. We're also going to rerun Ryan Scully for you. I know we played that for you last week, but we ended up playing a version that we didn't like, and we want to rerun it for you, a version that we think is a lot better quality for everyone to listen to. So we have Adele Cole coming up, and we have Ryan Scully as well. That's coming up next right here. Again, our score at the half, it's the Hampton Talbots 21 and the Indiana Indians 7. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network, presented by the Hampton Talbots Athletic Department. Hampton fans, feel your game night with Pasquale's Pizzeria. We have been honored to serve the Hampton community with 2 convenient locations for over 23 years. Ordering is quick and easy at orderpasquales.com. That's orderpasquales.com. Pasquale's Pizzeria, fast, fresh, hot to your door. We love supporting Hampton Athletics and are proud to call this community our home as we cheer on the Talbots to victory. Let's go Hampton. Since 2006, Resnick Roofing has offered the best products, the best installation, and the best warranty in roofing, siding, and roof integrated solar systems to the greater Pittsburgh area. Whether you need a roof replacement, new siding, or are looking to go solar, contact Resnick Roofing and Contracting for a free estimate at 412-212-7663 or visit our website at www.resnickroof.com. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network on the Hampton Athletics Department YouTube channel.
Hello and welcome to the Talbot Talk Podcast, a program brought to you by the Hampton Talbot Athletics Department, co-produced by fellow alumni Greg Hillman. On the Talbot Talk Podcast, we look to gain insight into the lives of our Hampton community involved within our athletics. I'm your host, Gavin Mayer, Acting Athletic Department Administrator and Varsity Football Coach. Joining us today is Senior Captain Adele Cole with the Hampton Talbot Varsity Girls Soccer Team. Welcome, Adele. Pleasure to have you on.
Thank you.
I appreciate you allocating some time to conduct this interview. The local Hampton community has been anticipating this episode as the Hampton Girls Soccer Team looks to have a promising future despite the most recent loss against Fox Chapel. Now, let's start with some warm-up identity questions, shall we? First, what's your primary sport and position this season? And what do you enjoy mostly about it?
My primary sport is soccer, and I play center back. I really enjoy being able to see the whole field and helping my teammates and helping direct them with what they do and cheer them on when they do things right.
Thank you, Adele. Now, for someone who hasn't watched you play, why don't you give me 3 words that describes your game?
I'm a very determined player. I am very precise, like if I'm passing a ball. And I would say I'm a very aggressive player, especially getting balls out of the air.
I like that. Yeah, I could definitely see the aggression part as I coached you in your flag football tenure last semester. Now, how about you let the audience in on your favorite memory representing Hampton so far in athletics?
My favorite memory happened very recently. We actually beat Mars for the first time in 13 years, and we beat them 2-1. So they were supposed to beat us. Nobody thought it was going to happen, but we were all super excited.
Now that we got to know a little bit about your sports background, let's move into some more team player-specific questions. Now, what are some team and or personal goals you have set for yourself this season, and why those? Maybe you have already done it this season.
Our main team goal was to make it past, hopefully to make a run into playoffs, because we have been first-round exits for a little while, but that's okay. And our other biggest team goal was that we beat Mars, which we already completed.
Love these answers, Adele. Now, how has your role evolved from last year to now in terms of leadership per se?
Last year, I would say I was more a leader on the field. This year, I'm not only a leader on the field, but I'm a captain of the team, so I have to lead the girls off the field, get them going at practice, just create a positive environment so that everyone feels included and happy.
Now, why don't you walk us through a typical match week, like that of training, focus, recovery, film, and other type of prep work throughout the week? What does it normally look like for you to prepare yourself?
In the beginning of the week, we usually have practice, and then after our first game, which could be a Monday, we usually have film. And if we don't have film, I usually watch film by myself, or I watch film. If we're playing a big game, I watch film on the other team, so I know who I'm defending, just so I'm aware. And before games, I'm really specific on what I do that day and like what I eat. And like I have to be at the field at a certain time or be waiting for the bus at a certain time.
Yeah, thanks for the insight. I mean, most of the public eye truly doesn't understand the amount of work it takes to be a more than competent, exceptional student athlete. Now, speaking of leadership, as a varsity leader, how do you bring along underclassmen in your position?
As a captain, I decided to give out like Player of the Game award, which is like a little soccer pin. So the first few weeks we've been giving it to specifically underclassmen and freshmen that have been playing really good on varsity. And we also have one for JV. So anyone that's been playing good or just needs a pick-me-up, we give them Player of the Game. and they get to put a pin on their bag and usually a smile on their face.
That's exactly why we brought you in, Adele. You know, that leadership captain mentality. Now, as a captain, you are a captain, correct?
Yes.
What does a quote-unquote Hampton standard rep look like in your sport?
I think a captain needs to be really motivating to players. I think you have to obviously lead by example on the field, but it's not about how you play, not necessarily. You have to, if your teammates mess up, you have to pick them up. You have to give constructive criticism sometimes, which not everyone likes.
I love it. Yeah, thanks for sharing. Now, moving away from sports, let's focus on some more academic, personal life type questions, and then we'll wrap it up with a fun closer. Outside of sports, what are you most proud of right now? I know it's a pretty broad question, but off the top of your mind, what are you most proud of?
I'm probably most proud of my academics and schoolwork. I have a pretty high GPA, and I'm excited when I'm applying to colleges.
Speaking of colleges, any post-graduation plans, and how has your sport shaped this decision?
I had a few offers to play soccer around schools around here, and I also had a few offers in the Northeast. I'm going to see a school, Framingham State, on the 19th for my final visit, and I'm not sure if I'm going to play yet, but if I don't, I want to go to a Southern school.
Finally, what does representing Hampton and the Talbots mean to you personally?
I love my team, and I love all the girls that I have ever played with on Hampton, and I think that getting to represent Hampton is such an honor because the environment that we create, it's not even about winning on the field and playing games. That's a great part of it, but when you're older, you're going to look back at high school and think about all the memories you made and the people that you were with and playing with.
It's a great answer, Adele. Thank you. Hampton Athletics looks to be in good hands. Now, on a lighter note to finish this interview, I'm going to list a series of rapid-fire questions you must answer in one word or phrase. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Favorite teacher? Shout them out.
Mr. Popovich.
Hidden talent off the field/court?
Ooh.
Say juggling or something.
Yeah, probably juggling.
That's a unique talent. Home or away uniforms? What do you like more?
I like our home ones.
Song that flips the switch pre-game. What gets you hyped?
I would say the beginning of Purge because that's what we start warming up with.
That's a great one. Post-game snack or meal you can't live without?
I have fruit snacks after every single game, so I think that's more in my head thing. But
yeah, no, that's a good answer. So any superstitions then?
Yeah, I'm very superstitious.
All right. And lastly, one word coaches would write on your scouting report. How would they describe you?
I would say determined.
Adele, thank you very much for your time and good luck the remainder of the school year and next season. Once again, I'm your host, Gavin Mayer. Till next time on Talbot Talk. Hello and welcome to the Talbot Talk podcast, a program brought to you by the Hampton Talbot Athletics Department. Co-produced by fellow alumni Greg Hillman. On the Talbot Talk podcast, we look to gain insight into the lives of our Hampton community involved within our athletics. I'm your host, Gavin Mayer, acting athletic department administrator and varsity football coach. Joining us today is one of Hampton Talbot Athletics' top athletes, participating in a multitude of sports, including that of baseball and playing defensive end, tight end, varsity football team. Ryan Scully. Pleasure to have you on, Ryan.
Glad to be here.
Let us start with some warm-up identity questions, Ryan, allowing the audience to get to know you. We'll start with some slow pitch, if you will. For those that don't know you yet, how would you describe your game in 3 words?
Football, I am strong, agile, and aggressive. In baseball, I would probably say I'm patient and work ethic.
What convinced you to try football last year, and what made you stick with it into your senior year?
Well, Coach Will in the hallways always told me I got to play football, I got to come out and play just because of my size, and I love the sport, and I stuck with it. I just love the aggressiveness of it. I loved everything about it.
Yes, sir. Football is the greatest sport. Tell me the moment you first felt, quote unquote, I belong on Friday nights.
I'd probably say my first catch against Armstrong, 84 yards. I really felt like I was a part of the team, and I did something important.
I'll never forget that. Well, I'd love to hear it. As a former athlete myself and current day coach, coach, those are the type of things that made me want to keep pushing for more, ultimately falling in love with the game of football. But moving on to more sport-specific questions, what surprised you about the mental side versus the physical side of football, comparatively to that of baseball?
I would say in baseball, you can't use your aggressiveness. Like, if you get mad, it kind of turns into bad things. But in football, that just drives you, fuels you, and you can just run through a guy.
That's right. You're definitely able to use aggression differently in those two sports. But if you can go back in time and give your younger, quote-unquote, first practice self-advice, what would you say?
I'd probably just say try to slow it down and not let the game take over. Try to control yourself and just stay calm.
Now, Ryan, what habits have you carried over, or let's say let go, improving your football competency?
I would definitely take the leadership from our seniors. They always want us to be better, push everybody. I would just say their leadership and just their work ethic.
Now, as a student of the weight room, Ryan, what are some lifts and or movements that you think translate the most to football, or even the baseball field?
For sure, power cleaning, I would say, for tackling, amazing for explosiveness. Of course, I like my bench press, close grip, or just knocking people off. I'd probably say those are the two biggest ones, for sure.
Thanks for the input, Scully. Now, moving on to some leadership, culture type questions. As a relatively new football player, how do you lead by voice and or example on the gridiron?
I kind of just keep a level head. I don't get overly emotional. I don't get down. I try to set a good example for all the younger kids. I'm vocal when I need to be. I'm not overly vocal.
Very similar to how I played my game. You don't have to be a very vocal leader as long as you're leading by example, Ryan. Do you happen to have any teammates, though, who raised your standard and or helped you through this process?
I think me and Brody Junker, we're both tight ends, both DN. And I think me and him really push each other to just work harder, just like working out, getting up early, go to the gym, stuff like that. Hold each other accountable.
I love it. It's really important to have that one guy by your side throughout this hard process. So that's great to hear. Now, moving on to some more academic, personal life balance type questions. What off-field habits do you believe aid you the most in your sport? For example, sleep, nutrition, time management, etc.
I think my nutrition is the biggest part about that. Just recovery, eating a high amount of protein, carbs, have enough energy, and my sleep is also very important.
That definitely flex on game day, Ryan, 100%. Now, outside of football and or baseball, what are you most proud of this year?
I'd probably say passing my math course, got an A+. I had to work on that during the summer. It was an extra course for college, so.
Speaking of college, post-graduation, what are your plans? What lessons would you take from Hampton Athletics to aid you in your future successes?
I want to go play college football, and I would probably take away just the work ethic that I've took from the Hampton Talbots, just all my coaches.
Well, thank you, Ryan. That was great. You have a bright future ahead of you, and I'm excited to see how you handle the rest of this football season. Now, on a lighter note to finish this interview, I'm going to list a series of rapid-fire questions you must answer in one word or phrase. What would you prefer, a pancake block or a sack?
Sack.
Favorite route to run?
Corner.
Gloves or no gloves?
Gloves.
Pre-game song that locks you in?
Dreams and nightmares.
That's a good one. Post-game meal that you crave?
Taco Bell.
One word that you want coaches to use about you on film?
Relentless.
Relentless. Great, Ryan. Mr. Scully, thank you very much for your time and good luck for the remainder of this school year. Once again, I'm your host, Gavin Mayer. Until next time on Talbot Talk.
Hampton fans, feel your game night with Pasquale's Pizzeria. We have been honored to serve the Hampton community with 2 convenient locations for over 23 years. Ordering is quick and easy at orderpasquales.com. That's orderpasquales.com. Pasquale's Pizzeria, fast, fresh, hot to your door. We love supporting Hampton Athletics and are proud to call this community our home as we cheer on the Talbots to victory. Let's go Hampton. Since 2006, Resnick Roofing has offered the best products, the best installation, and the best warranty in roofing, siding, and roof integrated solar systems to the greater Pittsburgh area. Whether you need a roof replacement, new siding, or are looking to go solar, contact Resnick Roofing and Contracting for a free estimate at 412-212-7663 or visit our website at www.resnickroof.com. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network on the Hampton Athletics Department YouTube channel. Back here at Hampton High School as we are just under 2 minutes here before the second half gets underway. What a day it's been for Evan McEnany. He's got 17 carries, 108 yards, and a touchdown. But Jack Howley, he's been doing it all so far. He has one of the 3 Talbots touchdowns. He threw the 2-point conversion on that touchdown drive. Then he got an interception, caught a fake punt, so he's really showcasing his talents today. So the other 2 touchdowns, or that was 2 of the touchdowns. The third touchdown was scored by Jake Kennedy in this game. So Hampton leads Indiana 21-7 here in this first half, rather. The second half is about to get underway here in a minute. Hampton Talbots football on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network is brought to you by Williams Lego Insurance, Jack's Tree Service, Tequila Jalisco, Miller & Miller Attorneys at Law, Baird, Nigro Ankle and Foot Care, Hampton Junior Football, Allegheny General Hospital, Resnick Roofing, Burke & Bradley, First National Bank, and by Allegheny Health Network. So as we said, Hampton leads 21-7 here as we are about to start the second half here from Fridley Field. It is homecoming weekend. They announced the homecoming king and queen during halftime here. And it is going to be Indiana who's going to get the ball to start the second half. They did have a touchdown drive in that second quarter to make it 14-7, but Hampton bounced right back. They scored to make it a 21-7 score. Could be 22. Unfortunately, a missed extra point by Jake Lucas. He was 6 of 6 coming into this season, or coming into this game rather. Now he's 6 of 7 on extra points so far. So Jake Lucas will be kicking off for Hampton. He'll be kicking off from right to left, which means Indiana will be moving from left to right here to start this second half. The ball is placed in the center of the field. It's going to be Jace Brocious and Roman Jones back to receive, and it is a scribble kick again. And it's going to be Jones is going to take it at the 15, comes up to the 20, the 25, trying to get to the 30, and he's going to get to the 29-yard line. And a return of 14 yards on the play to start half number 2. All right, so Indiana, they were able to put together a touchdown drive. And now let's see what their head coach, Mark Zielinskis, was able to adjust at halftime from the offensive perspective. And let's see if he can get his Indians into the end zone. They're still only down 14. They still have an entire quarter to play. Let's see what they have in store here as Jason Strack, he's going to go under center. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. Fakes the pitch, and now he's going to be scrambling in the backfield. Pursuit! He goes down in the backfield. Great pursuit by Andrew Carr. And Hampton starts out with a sack to open this half. And Brody Junker was in on that sack as well. Great pursuit by Hampton. They didn't bite on the pitch. And Andrew Carr and Brody Junker were able to get in the backfield and take Jason Strack down. Be second down and 11. Ball placed at the far left hash mark at the 27-yard line. Strack under center. 2 receivers to his left and to his right. He's got Kevin Liu in the backfield. He gets the snap, drops back to pass, throws out to the near side on the flat. It's complete to Jacob Snyder, and he's going to get tackled at the 30-yard line, past the original line of scrimmage. It's going to be a pickup of 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 8 coming up. So we said Jason Strack, a week ago, he had 2 touchdown passes, a 60-yarder to Jace Brocious and a 12-yard pass to Tyler Nelson, who's been relatively quiet in this game. Roman Jones 2 weeks ago had 3 touchdowns against Derry. They were 6, 38, and 33 yards. As Strack goes under center again, 2 receivers to his left and right. Liu in the backfield. He's going to send Brocious in motion. Hand off to Liu, but he kept it. But he's still going to get pursued nicely by the Talbots, and he didn't get very far. In fact, he might have lost a yard on the play. Great pursuit by Hampton on the play, and it's going to be 4th down and 8, and the Indians are going to be forced to punt. So Steve Sholo is going to send two receivers back, Heath Bargo on the near right side and Jack Halley on the far left side to receive this punt. And the punt from Nelson is going to go all the way to Halley. He's going to catch it past the 40-yard line. He's going to come to the near sideline. He's going to get to the 40 outside the numbers, trying to get to the 45, and that's looks like they will mark him at the 47-yard line officially. So good return by Jack Halley. He's doing it all again tonight, and he puts Hampton in good field position. 9:39 to go here in this third quarter. Hampton leads Indiana 21-7. They've had 3 possessions. They've scored a touchdown on all 3 of them. Again, Andrew Carr, injured in the second quarter, has not returned. Jack Halley goes back into the quarterback formation. He's in the shotgun. He sends a man in motion. He's going to keep it. He's going to come to the near sideline. Finds a hole past the 40, the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15, the 10, the 5. Touchdown! Jack Halley, his second of the game. Jack Halley, he's been the Swiss Army knife of this Hampton team, and he's just put the Talbots up by 20. Extra point to come. Jack Halley, what a player he is. A 47-yard touchdown run by Jack Halley. It's put Hampton up 27-7. Here comes the extra point by Jake Lucas. Make it 28-7 in favor of Hampton. An offense that has struggled mightily. They haven't been able to get anything going offensively. Their run game is their strongest point, and they've shown that here tonight. Jack Halley, his second touchdown of the game here tonight. He's really been doing it all, and that is his third touchdown now of the season. So he is now tied for the lead on the team with 3 touchdowns with Heath Bargo. (28-7) our score. Jake Lucas will be kicking off from right to left. And he'll squib it on the ground. It's going to come to Charles Spells. He's going to run up the middle, finds a nice crease up to the 40. So Spells gets to the 40. So it will be nice field position for the Indians as well. Strack under center. He's got 2 receivers to his left and his right. He's got Elijah Thomas in the backfield. He gets the snap. He's going to send Snyder in motion. He's going to run to the left, off the left guard, and he's going to pick up 1 or 2 on the play. He's going to get to the 43-yard line, maybe the 42 and a half. It'll be 2nd down and 8 coming up. Make that 2nd down and 7. He picked up 3 on the play. Approaching 9 minutes to go. His team trails 28-7. He gets the signals from that far sideline. Indians moving from left to right. Ball on the far left hash mark, 43-yard line, 2nd down and 7. Strack under center. He's got 2 receivers to his right and left. Thomas in the backfield. He gets the snap. He's going to give it to Roman Jones on the near sideline off the motion, and Jones is going to go absolutely nowhere as he was absolutely clobbered in the backfield. Joe Stevenson on the tackle. It's going to be 3rd down and 8. Coming up, 8:20 to go here in this third quarter. So they're marking back at the 42. Lost a yard on the play, 3rd down and 8. Approaching 8 minutes to go, 28-7 the score. Strack under center, 2 receivers to his right and his left. Thomas in the backfield. Gets the snap. He's going to throw it. He's going to look to his left. He's pursued, and he goes down. Taken down by Andrew Carr at the 40-yard line. Loss of 2 on the play. It's going to be 4th down and 10 coming up, and the Indians are going to have to punt, and the Talbot defense shows strong again. Andrew Carr having himself a great defensive game here tonight. The punt from Nelson. It's a high punt. It's going to go all the way to Bargo, standing inside the 30 at the 28. He's going to take it. He's going to run up to the 40, past the 40, and he's going to get to roughly the 41-yard line on the play. So that's where Hampton will set up shop on offense. They have yet to not convert on a touchdown drive coming off that Jack Howley 47-yard touchdown run, a possession to go. 7:06 to go, 1st and 10. Ball placed at the Indiana 41-yard line. Hampton is moving from right to left. They lead 28-7 over the Indians in this 4A Greater Allegheny Conference matchup. Again, no, Andrew Reshoff, he is out of the game. Jack Howley doing it all. He's in the shotgun, gets the snap. He's going to hand off to Bargo. He's going to come to the near sideline. Bargo finds a crease past the 50, and he's going to get brought down right around the 45-yard line. And a pickup of about 16 on the play. Good run by Heath Bargo. So Howley's now taking over at quarterback. He filled in when Reshoff was injured the first time around. Back in the early going. Howley in the gun. He's got McEnany to his right. He's got a receiver to his right and left. He sends Bargo in motion from left to right. Howley keeps, runs up the middle, past the 40, and that's all the further he's going to get it. He was wrapped and tackled by Travis Buffalo. So it's a pickup of 5 on the play. Actually, they're going to give him the 39, so it's going to be 2nd down and 4 coming up, approaching 6 minutes to go. Hampton leads 28-7. Howley in the gun. He's got McEnany to his right in the backfield, and it trips right. Nobody to the left side of the formation. Howley in the gun gets the snap. He's going to pitch it to McEnany on the right side, off the right tackle, past the 35, near that 1st down marker. He will get the 35 and move the chains. A fresh set of downs for Hampton. 1st and 10 now from the 35-yard line of Indiana. Hampton moving from right to left. 5.5 to go in the 3rd quarter. Jack Howley is now the quarterback. He's going to send his receiver Landon Long to the right side. He's got Bargo to his left. McEnany in the backfield with him to his right. He gets the snap. He's going to hand off to McEnany, then hand it off to Bargo past the 30, spins to the 25-yard line, and he will get the line to gain at the 25-yard line. Looked like an odd play there. Didn't know if maybe it was a double handoff from Howley to McEnany to Bargo, or whether or not it was just a fake and Howley just handed off to Bargo in the first place. Either way, the Hampton's moving the ball 1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. Ball placed at the far right hash mark. 4:44 to go in the 3rd quarter. Howley in the gun. Receiver to his right and left. McEnany to his left. He gets the snap. He's going to hand off to Bargo. Comes to the near sideline. Past the 25. Cuts up the field to the 20. He's going to fight his way past the 20 to the 19-yard line. It's going to be a pickup of 6 on the play. It'll be 2nd and 4 coming up. Hampton now inside the Pasquale's red zone. 2nd down and 4 from the 19-yard line. Ball placed at the near left hash mark. Howley gets the snap. Hand off to McEnany. Gets to the outside off the left tackle, and he'll get past the 15 to the 14-yard line. And he was pursued on the play by Travis Buffalo. And they will mark him down at the 14-yard line, gets the first down, 1st and 10, 3:40 to go in the third quarter. Halley in the gun again, a receiver to his right and left. Landon Long out to the right, Bargo to the left. McEnany in the backfield of the formation. Now Bargo moves from left to right. It's going to be a flag and possibly a false start on the play, and it will be. So it will knock them down to the 19-yard line. It will be 1st and 15. Again, only their second penalty so far in this game. Actually, their third penalty, rather. They had a holding call at the beginning of the game, so they've had 3 penalties for 20 yards. So false start, knock them back to the 19-yard line. 3:29 to go. They lead 28-7. So 1st and 15 from the 19. Ball placed at the near left hash mark. Howley in the gun. 2 receivers to his left. McEnany in the backfield to his right. He gets the snap. Hand off to McEnany. He's going to run up the middle. Now cuts to the far sideline. Trying to get an edge to the 20. Cuts back. Moves past Roman Jones. And he's going to get tripped up right around that 15-yard line. And he will get back to the original line of scrimmage. So it's going to be 2nd down and 10 for Hampton as we have an injured player on the field. That is Roman Jones, but he got back up immediately. He'll go off to the far sideline. So good to see him up. So Jones will sit out at least a play. So it's going to be 2nd down and 11 after the gain of 4. He did not get back. McEnany did not get back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock is running, 2:50 to go. 28-7, Hampton leads. This is their 5th possession. They have yet to not convert on a possession. They've scored a touchdown on every single one of their 4 possessions. As Halley marches his offense back out onto the field, he's in the shotgun. Bargo to the near left side. McEnany in the backfield to his left. 2 receivers to the right, including Landon Long, all the way on the far sideline. It's going to be a handoff to McEnany. He's not going to get very far. Good pursuit by the Indians, and he might have gotten a half a yard on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 10 to go from the 15-yard line. They got to get to the 5 for the fresh set of downs. They are well in Jake Lucas's field goal range. Approaching 2 minutes to go here in the quarter. The ball was placed on the far right hash mark. Halley in the gun. McEnany to his left. He's got 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left, including Brody Junker. Gets the snap, looks to his left. He's going to throw to the near sideline. He wants Bargo, and he tried to moss up Trevon Joseph, and it's incomplete. And it's incomplete, and the field goal unit is going to be coming on. Jake Lucas will try a 33-yard field goal. The ball was placed on the far right hash mark. So 33 yards for Jake Lucas. Remember, he has 46 in his range. Halley, the holder, gets the snap, good hold, and the kick is no good. It went wide left. So that's the 2nd miss for Jake Lucas. He missed a PAT earlier in this game. Now he misses a field goal. And that's the first drive that Hampton failed to produce any points in this game. They still lead 28-7 with 1:41 to go before the end of the quarter. So no good from Lucas. Jason Strachan, his offense, take the field again. They need points desperately. Down by 21. 1:41 to go. He's under center. Joseph in the backfield. 2 receivers to his right and left. He sends a man in motion. He's going to hand off to that man, and that's coming to the far sideline is Jace Brocious, and he gets tackled on the low end by Shane Ristorti. They mark him at the 21-yard line, a gain of 1 on the play. So after a missed field goal in high school football, the ball is placed at the 20-yard line for the opposing team. Ball placed near right hash mark. Strack under center. Joseph in the backfield. 2 receivers to the right and left. Hampton showing 4 on the offensive line. They get the snap and keeping it is Strack, and he's pursued it again. From the far sideline is Andrew Carr again. What a defensive game Andrew Carr is having. Not letting Strack get anywhere, and he loses at least 3 on the play. It's going to be 3rd down and 12 with 35 seconds to go. Strack for the first time, he's in the shotgun. He's got Joseph to his left, 2 receivers to his right and left. He gets the snap, drops back to pass. He scrambles up, steps up into the pocket, comes up to the 20, goes to the near sideline, outside the numbers to the 25, and he gets tackled out of bounds by Shane Ristorti. So good pursuit by Ristorti, the defensive back on the play, and he will get to the 27-yard line, and it's going to be 4th down and 2. Well, they're going to think about it. Mike Zelenskis is going to think it over. At the end of 3, it's Hampton 28 and Indiana 7. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network.
Hampton fans, feel your game night with Pasquale's Pizzeria. We have been honored to serve the Hampton community with 2 convenient locations for over 23 years. Ordering is quick and easy at orderpasquales.com. That's orderpasquales.com. Pasquale's Pizzeria, fast, fresh, hot to your door. We love supporting Hampton athletics and are proud to call this community our home as we cheer on the Talbots to victory. Let's go Hampton. Since 2006, Resnick Roofing has offered the best products, the best installation, and the best warranty in roofing, siding, and roof integrated solar systems to the greater Pittsburgh area. Whether you need a roof replacement, new siding, or are looking to go solar, contact Resnick Roofing and Contracting for a free estimate at 412-212-7663 or visit our website at www.resnickroof.com. You're listening to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network on the Hampton Athletics Department YouTube channel.
4th quarter we go, and it is 4th and 3 for Indiana. And Strack is under center. Again, he's got 3 receivers to his right. He's going to pitch it to Jones. Jones is going to try and find a crease, and he is going to. He's close to that 1st down on the far sideline. They needed to get the 30 to get it, and they still trying to spot the ball, and they did not get there. He did not get there. Turnover on downs for Hampton. What a defensive stop for Hampton. And we got a flag on the far sideline. No Hampton player was over there. It could have been that the coaches were arguing with the officials about the call. Again, there were no Hampton players over on that far sideline. And a flag was thrown. No, that could have been just a bench warning. I'm guessing it was just a bench warning. Either way, it's Hampton ball. Jack Howley in the shotgun. He's taking over at quarterback. McEnany to his left. He hands off to McEnany, trying to find a crease, and he's going to get brought down at the line of scrimmage nicely on the play. That was Darius Webb on the tackle. McEnany might have gained a foot at most. 28-7 our score. 11.5 to go in the game. It's been a very fast-moving game so far. It's only 8:30 here on the East Coast. We're already in the 4th quarter. Howley the snap. He's going to hand off to Jake Kennedy. He's going to come to the near sideline. He's going to get past the 30, and we'll see where they mark him. It's going to be 3rd down on the play. Looks like they're going to mark him at the 27-yard line, so we only picked up about 2 yards on the play. It's going to be third down at about 8. So again, if you joined us late, Andrew Reshoff went out with an injury in the second quarter. He has not returned to this game. The Talbots already without Willie Hazelrig. Now they are down Andrew Reshoff again. Remember, this is not his first injury that he has suffered here in the 2025 campaign. Jack Halley's taken over at quarterback. He's in the shotgun. McEnany to his left. Receiver to his right and left. Gets the snap. Looks to his left. He wants to throw. Pressure coming. He escapes. Runs to the near sideline. He throws and wide open. Nope. It's going to be incomplete. He tried to go to Landon Long on that 15-yard line. And, oh, it is complete. I thought maybe the official signaled incomplete for a minute, but it is caught by Landon Long at the 14-yard line. A good scramble drill by Jack Halley and Landon Long. So it is a completed pass and a first down for Hampton. Ball placed at the 16-yard line, 1st and 10. They're inside the Pasquale's red zone. Halley in the gun. McEnany to his left. He's going to send Bargo in motion from right to left. He's going to pitch to Bargo. He's going to find a crease, and he's going to get past the 10. He's carrying bodies with him, and he gets to the 9-yard line on the place. So good pursuit by Indiana. Pick up a 7 on the play. It's going to be 2nd down and 3, approaching 10 minutes to go. Second and 9. Halley in the gun. McEnany to his left, sends Bargo in motion. He's going to hand off to McEnany, but he's going to get swallowed up behind the line of scrimmage by Travis Buffalo. Good pursuit by Buffalo. It's going to be 3rd down and 5 from the 11-yard line. Hampton has scored on all but one of their possessions, and that was their last possession off a missed field goal by Jake Lucas. So Halley in the gun. He's got no receivers to his left. He's got 2 to his right. Actually got 3 to his right. McEnany in the backfield. He's going to hand it off. He's going to come to the near side, past the 10, the 5, trying to get to the pylon, and he does. And there is a flag thrown. So hold on, everyone. We'll check the flag. And it looks like it's going to be a holding on Hampton. So that's going to be a drive killer, and it's going to put Hampton at 3rd down and 15 on the play. So no touchdown on the play. So that would have been McEnany's 2nd touchdown of the game. So inside 9 minutes to go now, 28-7 the score. After their holding call, we have another stoppage of play. And we'll see the officials are discussing at the 10-yard line on the far side, right on that number 10. Hampton is moving from left to right. So potentially checking the spot maybe. So 3rd down and 5. Ball on the 11. Halley in the gun. McEnany to his right. He's got 3 receivers to his right and a trips right. Weeks left. Pitch to McEnany. He's going to come to the near sideline. He's going to get stopped right at that 10-yard line. And Trevon Joseph on the tackle. It's going to be 4th down and 4. So Jake Lucas has missed 2 field goals, actually an extra point and a field goal. The ball is placed at the 10. We're looking at a 28-yard field goal from here. with 8 minutes to go in the game, and the offense is back out for the fourth down and 4. Halley in the gun, McEnany to his left, trips left, Weeks right, gets the snap, rolls out to his left, looking for a receiver, wants to throw. He's going to throw it to Ryan Scully, and he's close to the first down. He might be a yard short, and he's going to be a yard short, and it's going to be a turnover on downs for Hampton. So Jack Halley rolled out to his left, threw it to Scully. Scully fell backward, but he was a yard short on the play, and it's going to be a turnover on downs. Second straight possession, no scoring for Hampton. So 7:47 to go, fourth quarter. Indiana trails Hampton 28-7. Ball placed on the 8-yard line, 1st and 10 on the far right hash mark. Jason Strack in the offense going back to work. He's going to go under center. He's going to send Tyler Nelson to the near right side. He gets the snap, fakes the pass, and he is devoured! Andrew Carr! What a showing! His 3rd sack of the game, and Andrew Carr showing him who's boss. Loss of 4 on the play. What a pursuit by Andrew Carr. Second down and 14. Ball plays at the 4-yard line. Indiana moving backwards. They trail by 21. Strack for the second time tonight. He is in the shotgun. He's got Joseph in the backfield to his left. He's got 2 receivers to his right and left. Gets the snap. Drops back the pass. Pressure coming. Gets out of the end zone. Steps up in the pocket. And he's going to get brought down in the center of the field at about the 6-yard line. So he picked up about 2 on the play, and avoided a very disastrous, what could have been a disastrous play for Indiana. So 6:40 to go, 28-7. Our score, 3rd down and 10. He picked up actually 4 on the play, so they give him the original line of scrimmage actually. So 28-7, ball placed on the 8-yard line in the center of the field. 6:20 to go. In the shotgun is Strack. He's got Joseph to his right in the backfield, 2 receivers to his right and his left. He gets the snap, drops back, and he's going to get pressured again, runs out to his right, and he is going down once again. Ronan Straub on the pursuit. And this has turned into a disastrous possession for Indiana, and it looks like the punting unit is coming on again. What a defensive effort from the Talbots tonight after a depleting couple of weeks. Giving up 46 and 62 to Upper St. Clair and McKeesport. Hampton's defense is really putting on a show tonight. Oh, pressure coming. They almost got to it. The ball is going to come down. It's going to bounce near the 45, and it was touched, and it's free. And Hampton's able to corral it. That was Shane Ristorti on the play, and he's rolling on the ground, and he is hurt. Shane Ristorti touched the ball, and he had to fall in it quickly, and there are a couple of Indiana players that were pursuing him and just clobbered him near that 35-yard line, and hopefully he's okay. We'll step aside.
The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment. The Hampton Talbots Sports Network will return in just a moment.
So Shane Ristorti was able to get off on his own power. There was a flag thrown, but nothing was ever called. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Hampton at the 37-yard line. 5:23 to go in the fourth quarter. Jack Howley still in at quarterback. McEnany in the backfield to his left. 2 receivers to his left. He gets the snap. Hand off to McEnany. He's going to come to the near sideline. Trying to get around the edge. He does. Outside the numbers to the 30, the 25, the 20, the 15. And that's where he's going to get shoved out of bounds by Trevon Joseph. So good run by Evan McEnany. He is well over 100 yards carrying today. Ball placed at the 13-yard line after the pickup of 24 on the play. 1st and 10 for the Talbots. They enter the Pasquale's red zone. Howley in the gun. McEnany to his right. He's got 2 receivers to his right, none to his left. He gets the snap. He's going to throw it out on the flat to the near sideline on the screen. That's Heath Bargo juking his way past the 10, trying to fight off tackles, and he's going to get past the 10, and he's going to get tackled at the 8-yard line. 5 minutes to go, 28-7 our score. Hampton leads. Second down and 4 from the 14-yard line. Howley in the gun. McEnany in the backfield to his right. Gets the snap. And McEnany's going to run to the outside. Past the 5. To the pylon. To the end zone. Touchdown McEnany. His second of the game. An 8-yard TD run. And Hampton pouring it on here late. Evan McEnany has really stepped up here today. He's got his second touchdown of the game. That's 2 for him and 2 for Howley. Jake Lucas, the extra point. He has missed one today. Howley, the holder, and that was almost blocked by Roman Jones. But the PAT is good, and our score here is the Hampton Talbots 35 and the Indiana Indians 7. Great offensive showing by Hampton here today after what had been a very depleting couple of weeks for them, where they haven't been able to put a lot of points on the board. They only put 20 up in their previous 2 games. They put up 13 against Chartiers Valley, and they put up only 7 against McKeesport, and then even before that, the week prior, they only scored 3 against Upper St. Clair. So they've only scored 23 points coming into this contest in their previous 3 games. Here they have 35 tonight. They had 21 at the half, and they've scored on all but 2 of their possessions. They've had 7 possessions, 5 touchdowns, and that included a missed field goal by Jake Lucas. As Lucas runs up, he's going to kick an end-over-end kick, and is going to go all the way to the back of the end zone over the head of everybody. So it's going to be 1st and 10 for Indiana at the 20-yard line. First and 10 for Jason Strack. That is 20. He's in the shotgun. 2 receivers to his right. He gets the snap. He's going to keep it. Now he's going to throw it onto the flat. That's Roman Jones past the 35 on the far sideline outside the numbers. And they will mark him down at the 39-yard line, 1st and 10, pickup of 19 on the play. Approaching 4 minutes to go, 35-7, our score. 3:50 to go. Strack in the shotgun, gets the snap, drops back to pass, throws to his right, and it's incomplete, in and out of the hands of Trevon Joseph. Indiana has not thrown the ball much tonight, and now they're going up hurry. They really haven't run anything out of the shotgun all night. That was really only about his 5th or 6th time, Jason Strack, out of the shotgun. And again, a storyline for Hampton. Andrew Reshoff injured, apparently he appeared to be injured rather in that second quarter. He did not return. Jack Halley's been in at quarterback, but here on the defensive side has been a different story. And they are going to pursue the quarterback, Jason Strack, who ran up the middle, didn't get much on the play. He was tackled by Matt Knoll. 3:30 to go, 35-7 our score. Strack in the shotgun, 2 receivers to his right and left. He's got Thomas in the backfield to his right. He gets the snap, looks to throw. He's going to throw it on the slant. Tipped and almost intercepted. My goodness, Drew Innerthal got his hands on it, and it was in the air, and he couldn't corral it. The ball was up there for the taking, and it falls incomplete. He read the eyes of the quarterback. He tipped the ball in the air with both hands, and he just couldn't come down with it. .302 to go here, 35-7 our score. Strack in the shotgun. He's got 3 receivers to his left, 1 to his right. Trips left, Weeks right. He gets the snap. He rolls out to the right. He wants to throw it, pumps, and he's going to throw it outside the numbers, and it's complete to the near sideline. And that was Jacob Snyder on the play, and he was pursued by Gavry Getzman, who brought him down, and he will be tackled at the 46-yard line. That was off a 1st and 10 play. It's going to be 2nd down and 1 on the play. Probably more like 2nd down and inches on the play. And actually, that was a turnover on downs. That was 4th down, rather, so Hampton will take over. And it's going to be a pass out to the flat, and that's Bargo from Halley. He's going to bully his way past the 40 to the 35-yard line. So that was a turnover on downs, rather. That was a 4th down play, and that was a 1st and 10 for Hampton. And they get to the 34-yard line, 1st and 10, 2:35 to go in the game. It's 35-7 the score. Halley's been the quarterback here in this game as he gets instructions from head coach Steve Sholo. 1st and 10 from the 34-yard line. Ball placed in the near right hash mark. Halley in the gun. He's got Kennedy to his right. He's got a receiver to his right and his left. He gets the snap. He's going to hand off to Kennedy off the left tackle, but he got tripped up in the backfield by Kevin Liu, who actually was being blocked on the play. He kind of just tripped over his legs, did Kennedy. So he will lose a good chunk of yardage there. It's going to be 2nd and 15. Loses 5 on the play inside 2 minutes to go. Hampton at this point just trying to bleed the clock out at this point. They're in no rush to get any snap off. They got 22 seconds on the play clock, 1:43 to go in the game. Halley in the shotgun on a 2nd and 15. He's got Kennedy to his left. He's got a 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. He's going to hand off to Kennedy past the 40, and he's going to get brought down about the 38-yard line. He was brought down on the play by Travis Buffalo. 1:15 to go, 3rd down and 15. Hampton trying to use as much clock as they can. 3rd down and 14, ball on the 38-yard line. Halley in the gun. Kennedy to his left. He's got 2 receivers to his left, 2 receivers to his right, 1 to his left. 5 seconds on the play clock. They gets the snap, gets a quick throw out to Bargo. He's going to catch it on the near sideline, try to motion his way back in near the center of the field, but he's brought down at the 41-yard line here, and that looks like it's going to be it. Hampton will finally get a win. They break their 3-game losing streak. 35-7 our final here on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. It's presented by the Hampton Talbots Athletic Department. It's now time for the Hampton Talbots post-game show, recapping all the action you just witnessed right here on the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. Let's head back out to Hampton High School for tonight's post-game show. Well, Hampton breaks their 3-game losing streak. They defeat Indiana 35-7 here tonight. They will improve to 3-4. Indiana will fall to 3-4 as well. They are currently tied now in the 4A standings with a win apiece. However, Hampton now has that tiebreaker over Indiana in the standings. So Hampton will improve to 1-1 in the conference. Indiana falls to 1-1 in conference play. They both have the exact same record. The only difference is Hampton now has that tiebreaker over Indiana after tonight. So what a game for Hampton offensively. You had Jack Halley, who was doing it all. He had 2 touchdowns tonight. Evan McEnany, 2 touchdowns tonight. Jake Kennedy, a touchdown tonight as well. That was all the scoring that Hampton got in this game so far. Indiana will go back to the drawing board here, see if they can sort of rally themselves and get themselves back in the playoff race. It's not over for them. Next week they head to West Mifflin, a very winnable game for them, but they got a tough road ahead after that. They will host McKeesport, and then they will travel to Mars to finish off their 2025 campaign. Meanwhile, on the other side of things, Hampton will host Knock next week, and then they will travel to Mars and host West Mifflin to close out their 2025 campaign. So Hampton wins 35-7 tonight here from Fridley Field on homecoming weekend. So 3 very winnable games for Hampton down the stretch. They started that with tonight's win over Indiana. They defeated the Indians 35-7. They host Knock next week, a very winnable game, and also a very winnable game will be their season finale against the West Mifflin Titans on October 24th. And of course, their big game, their biggest rival, the Mars Planets, they will travel up to Mars on October the 17th. So a big game offensively for Hampton. It was really good to see Hampton's offense really come alive in this game tonight. Again, their offense really had been struggling. They hadn't been able to get a ton of points in this last couple of weeks. Again, they've only scored 23 points over the last couple of weeks. So it was good to see them put a lot of points on the board and score as many as they did tonight after a couple of very depleting weeks. All right, our next broadcast is going to be next week when Hampton welcomes the Knock Knights to Fridley Field. We thank you so much for watching, or listening rather, everybody, to the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. The final score tonight is the Hampton Talbots 35 and the Indiana Indians 7. Thank you so much for listening, everyone. We hope you have a great rest of your night. Until next week, this has been a presentation of the Hampton Talbots Sports Network. It's presented by the Hampton Talbots Athletic Department. We'll see you next week, everybody.